Welcome to Audit Archive, where we run you through some of the most questionable and rather atrocious police encounters. Today, we're looking at a case where 3 corrupt police officers illegally arrested an innocent father right in front of his child, just because he refused to give them his name. On October 5th, 2020, the San Angelo Police Department sent several patrol units to a local Walmart following a report that an individual was driving a Chevrolet Equinox while under the influence, with the 3-year-old child in the vehicle. In Texas, this situation is expectedly considered a severe violation of the law, categorized as a felony under the Texas State Statute, Section 49.045, driving while intoxicated with a child passenger. A person commits an offense if 1. The person is intoxicated while operating a motor vehicle in a public place, and 2. The vehicle being operated by the person is occupied by a passenger who is younger than 15 years of age. B. An offense under this section is a state jail felony.
No.
Looking for the person operating it. Driving that?
Yes.
You want them to ask if they can check cameras?
He should still be here. His car is here.
Is he like a drunk driver or something? We don't know, but that's the call, yeah. Maybe drunk, may have a child with him.
Yeah.
Somebody was operating a vehicle here.
It's brown curly
Want to
hair.
go inside?
Yeah, I'll go inside and check it out.
And I guess
Either way.
y'all have a description of him?
Just brown curly hair. We were called because he's harassing people, something like that.
And they said he's harassing.
The police units have reached the scene and promptly located the suspect's vehicle in the parking lot. Upon their arrival, they engaged with a Walmart employee who proposed to assist their investigation by providing access to the store's surveillance footage and offering to make inquiries within the premises to gather more information. Soon after this, the officers entered the Walmart store and tried to locate the alleged suspect.
Said he possibly had a child. They said he possibly had a child with him too. So.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I was going to say, yeah, you can come up to customer service.
Okay.
No, I need you over here. Here.
Evan just went out. Evan just went out that door and then he's the only one here. This is something
You have a description, officer?
Just said that he had brown curly hair. That was it. Unknown description.
I hate eyewitness accounts. They're useless.
Yeah.
I guess that's the best part of y'all's job. They're like, he was
Well,
there.
I mean, his vehicle's still here, as far as we know. But, so I mean,
Do we know what the vehicle is?
yeah, another officer's on it right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
So,
so
it's just waiting
hoping to
to
catch
find
him.
it. Yeah, see if it is what he's being really called out on
Yeah.
or not. So,
Could just be going to a little loopy. It happened before.
you never really know.
We have a complaint for it. It was about a person that was apparently drunk operating a vehicle.
And harassing people around here in the parking lot, something like that. And just possibly in the store now. But we don't really have too much of a description to
Trying to get out of the way. Yeah.
see who he is.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what's up with Monica. You know what? Talk to her and get like her stuff straight down. Well, earlier she bounced at me off out the door. She was asking a question about named Veronica.
When the officer found that the Walmart staff and management provided limited help with the investigation, he decided to go back to the patrol cars to consult and strategize with his colleagues, seeking to reassess their approach and determine the next steps in their ongoing inquiry. They eventually give it another shot and this time search harder for the accused individual.
Helpful on it.
They hadn't seen him.
Yeah.
So I would look around. I'll watch this and I'll let you know if he comes out.
Okay.
But there is a car seat in here, so.
There is?
Yeah.
All right.
10-4. Can I talk to you for a minute? Y'all can go on through. Have you been talking to anybody around here?
Talking to
Oh, we've got calls that someone's out here harassing people, and they may be drunk. You haven't had anything to drink tonight? Nothing like that? Nothing?
you blowing your face.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Well, they said that someone. What kind of vehicle do you drive?
Equinox?
Equinox. Is there anything specific about it?
Only thing I can think of is someone making a false report because I told them they didn't know how to drive.
That they didn't know how to drive?
Yeah, because they were giving me their dirty looks and. No, well, what happened was like I stopped and vehicles were coming out of parking spots everywhere and I put it in neutral for a second because I was gonna roll back a little bit, but put it in neutral and it barely started to go and I went to push on the brake about that time. This lady's blaring her horn at me, but she is on my back bumper, like she's already on my back bumper.
Okay.
And she shouldn't have been on my back that close in the first place.
Okay.
But past that, I mean,
Possibly
probably that lady making a false report.
Probably misunderstanding of some sort then.
Sounds like a straight up false report, just to try to screw with me.
Okay. So you haven't had anything to drink today, anything like that? You just getting off work or something?
No. Left home, came to the grocery store.
Okay.
Huh? What's your name? Jack. Huh? Jack?
Jack?
Jack what?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
It does matter. Do you have any idea if I can do a quick run so I can verify who you are?
No.
Do you have any idea who you are?
I do, but I don't have to get an ID.
I don't think you understand what this is. This is not. You get to tell us what is what. So.
What's your name?
At this point, the police have located the individual in question and inquired about potential intoxication, receiving a coherent denial in response. The person under investigation suggested that the report might be retaliatory, stemming from a prior dispute over a parking space with a woman in the lot, which seems credible given his clear-headed state and the fact he's out shopping with his child. When the officers requested identification, Jack Miller provided his first name, which is more information than required at this stage. Under Texas law, the Texas Failure to Identify law makes it illegal to give fake personal information to the police and requires you to provide your name and certain other identifying information to the police if they have arrested you. It's crucial to note that the obligation to fully identify oneself under this law is triggered post-arrest, not beforehand. Keep watching to see how ignorant the officers are of their own state laws.
And you're saying I have to give my name just because?
Look, we're not trying to hem you up or anything. We're trying to make sense of what's going on because someone's telling us that someone is possibly driving drunk with a child in the car. They gave us your vehicle and a description of you.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can either make this long, drawn out and difficult and keep your son out here and with all your groceries. See what?
You can see that I'm not drunk, right?
I don't know that. You mean all you did is tell me that?
Well, okay, I told you.
Okay, well, we're trying to verify who you are and you're making that difficult. It's not that hard to just hand over an ID.
It's not that hard for me to go about my day. I haven't even been drinking or doing anything, but I mean, tell me I'm forced to ID myself. That's bullshit.
Well, so do you have any ID on you?
I do have an ID.
May I please see your ID? Just to verify who you are.
What
Simple
good is
as
it going to do?
A lot of times,
What good is it going to do to verify who I am?
but sometimes people like to tell people like a lot of those. Okay? So simply, I want to verify who you are. We'll go about your day. We'll go about our day, and we'll be done. That easy, that simple, man.
Clearly, the accused in question is well versed in legal rights and the law, while the officers appear to be either uncertain or lacking in knowledge. Observe now how the officers attempt to use intimidation, threatening to take his child into custody as a tactic in their interaction. These actions expose the officers as tyrants who are determined to achieve an aim that they don't need to achieve.
My part is explained everything to you.
Okay. And me, and y'all want to ID me.
You refuse to do ID? Yeah. Okay, but this is an intoxicated subject call.
Okay.
Okay. So, this is what's probably going to happen, if it hasn't been explained to you already. Unless you identify yourself for this legal investigation, you're going to be arrested for failure to ID. Listen to me.
Excuse you?
And then we're going to call CPS to come pick up the kid.
Okay, so now you're threatening to take my kid.
What's your ID?
You're threatening to take my kid.
What's your identification? What's your name, dude?
Can I talk? I mean, y'all work
You
for
have
me.
one thing to respond with right now, and that's to identify yourself.
And you can't be failure to identify is whenever you have been lawfully arrested. You cannot get failure to identify unless you've been lawfully arrested.
You just arrested. Go ahead. All right, turn around.
My kid is right there.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
My hands are behind. Look what you're doing, man. Baby, it's okay. Ow!
As the officers imply a threat to take the individual's child away, the person in question has the option to bring up the Texas Family Code, specifically Section 262.001 at SEEK, to counter the officer's intimidation. This portion of the code details the stringent criteria required for a child to be lawfully removed from their home or guardian's care, specifically highlighting the need for an immediate risk to the child's physical health or safety. Given that such a situation typically necessitates concrete evidence, such as results from a breathalyzer or other field sobriety tests, which were not conducted in this case, the officers lack a lawful basis for their threats. Although the individual doesn't explicitly mention the family code, his knowledge of his rights and the pertinent legislation calls into question the officer's legal acumen and challenges their perceived authority.
What are you doing?
You've been placed under arrest for failed to ID. You got one resisting?
Baby. It's okay, baby.
We got him in custody. Okay, dumbass.
Dumbass? What the hell are y'all doing?
Calm down.
Calm down, what are y'all doing? Oh. Somebody record this shit?
We're recording it right now.
Yeah,
I lost my
y'all
camera.
recordings never help out.
It's down right there.
Y'all
Y'all got him?
recordings-
Got it.
Okay.
Hey, so,
You ID yourself?
I just told you to get my little
Hey, quit pushing back.
I'm looking for my phone. Right here. I'm getting
He's fine.
A little late for that, isn't it?
I'm just arrested. I should be. Oh.
What's your identification?
Now you're digging through my rock.
You're under arrest, bud.
For what?
We already told you.
Failure to identify.
Not very bright, are you?
3802. Penal code 3802. You can't be arrested unless you fail to identify or give false information after you lawfully arrested. Yeah. It's the game? Yeah. Man, where's my gun though? Where's my gun? Where's my gun? Did you see where they went with him? Well, I mean, he's out of my pocket.
Probably a good thing.
Probably a good thing. For
Yeah.
What? Why did y'all act a fool?
You acting a fool.
What are y'all doing?
I got ID. Okay. You got warrants, bud? Is that the issue?
What? No, I don't have no warrants.
You good?
My license is
I'm
valid,
good.
no warrants, and no I ain't been drinking.
You said your name was Zach?
Jack.
You said Zach.
Oh, you misunderstood.
Hey, he said Jack.
You said Jack?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll correct myself. Just gonna walk him out.
Alright. Don't.
It's okay, baby.
Daddy, Daddy's okay.
Walk with me, please.
Not right now.
Oh, and the people that caused all this, false report. I'm glad I know the whole process.
The scene we observed unfolded as an apparent display of authority by the officers Weber, Mayberry, and Francis, who prematurely alleged that the suspect was resisting arrest, leading to the use of excessive force in the presence of his child. Witnessing this, the child was understandably distraught and cried as his father was forcefully handled. Additionally, a critical issue here is the neglect of the suspect's Fourth Amendment rights, which are clearly outlined. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Yet the suspect was searched and identified right after being detained, based on charges that lacked concrete evidence. This incident is a glaring example of power misuse. It's ridiculous how the officers arrested Mr. Miller out of pure retaliation when he said he didn't need to ID himself unless he was officially under arrest.
Let me grab that phone.
37.
There. I just got attacked by 3 officers for a false report.
37 on 2. Yeah, I'll get the number. What's your mom's number?
277 3556.
Shanny?
Shanny.
Spell it for me.
Shanny.
All right.
Where are we living at?
Where are you living at?
201 Tyler Terrace.
201 where?
Tyler Terrace.
Tyler Terrace.
Can I get? Oh, there you go. I want you to see if you don't have cards.
Cards?
Cards, yeah, or like badge numbers, like some information on that.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have it on a thing. It's going to be in a report. That's fine with you.
Oh, I don't know if all 3 of y'all would be in the report.
No, we will all be in it.
Go 662729 CTW check.
But you know the failure to identify.
Delta 66, go ahead.
I mean, you know it well. Have you looked at it recently?
Yeah,
I mean, it's tricky work.
Get a hold. I'm gonna go ahead
The last number.
and have your mom come get your son. Okay? Is she?
Simple. 24095055.
I'm gonna get our dispatch to call. Just hold on. Delta 37 dispatch.
Delta 37, go ahead.
Can you 21 a number for me?
I don't know. Well, it's fault failure to identify.
Okay.
But I don't understand how failure to identify. No, it's probably not just be arrested. Not necessarily. Or get taken.
Were you proceed to paying?
As seen in the footage, Mr. Miller was separated from his child and essentially kidnapped by the officers as he had done absolutely nothing wrong, and the officers didn't have a single reasonable justification for arresting him. Speaking of which, as per Title I, Code of Criminal Procedure, it stated that a peace officer or any other person may, without a warrant, arrest an offender when the offense is committed in his presence or within his view, if the offense is one classed as a felony or is an offense against the public peace. This alone is enough to prove that this was an unlawful arrest. Anyway, at this point, the patrol supervisor of the SAPD, a sergeant, has arrived on the scene and chosen to step in. Let's see how that worked out.
Officer Weber came in, he was pointing some more. At that point, he refused to identify himself, so we went ahead and arrested him. Probably looking also for resistance too. So, fix it. Hold on. Give me a minute. Maybe raise the call, please. So he was arrested for... He was arrested. He was advised he was being placed under arrest for failure ID. That's what told him. They will be in the front office, right behind register for a second. Okay. So we went to put him in cuffs. He started resisting it while he was detained. Yes, sir. We never told him he was detained. We're just trying to make this as quick as painless to try and get this over with. So he's actually arrested, not the flight. Okay. He's detained. He's false. But if he's given it, then you would then have to arrest him for something else, right? Not stealing. No. He was explaining when the officer, me and Officer Faber were trying to talk to him, try and keep it friendly, keep it painless, I guess. Try and make him get in front of him, not trying to do anything. Trying to take him in. Yeah.
Jack Miller, the third, 2-3 of 1988, showing a driver's license and incorrect clear 1029 and no CW from that location.
10-4, thank you. While we're trying to talk to him, Officer Weber came in, explained to him, Officer Weber explained to him, we're conducting intoxicated person investigation.
Hi guys.
How you doing?
Good, ma'am, how are you? Explained Officer Weber what's going on. He's refusing to identify. Yes, he is. At that point, if he's not going to tell us, this is what's going to happen. So you identify yourself, or you're looking at being arrested. At that point is when he refused again, we went ahead and went hands on, put him in cuffs and everything. However, until he's actually arrested for an officer, he doesn't have to do it. So if he did not have something other than failed ID, then he would have that. Okay. Is there anything y'all are thinking of?
Now, the sergeant, recognizing the need for clarity, conducts an immediate investigation at the scene to ascertain the core issue. After a thorough assessment, he corrects the officer's misunderstanding of the failure to identify law, affirming that the approach taken by the individual, who now appears more a victim than a suspect, is accurate. Citing the Fourth Amendment, which guards against unreasonable searches and seizures, the sergeant instructs the officers to release Mr. Miller, emphasizing the importance of rectifying the situation promptly to prevent the escalation of an already tense situation into a potentially illegal arrest based on incorrect legal grounds.
We had to put him up against a little cooler building, against the cuffs on him. He kept pushing back on us, put him against one again, then pulled him off. Stop. I mean, normal hands-off stuff as far as taking cuffs. I mean, no team takedowns or something like that. All right. Release him. Okay. Explain to him that there was a mistake in the understanding of the law. Okay. And that he's free to go. However, it is best when asked by a police officer who he is, give his name. Even though it's not required, it's always best to just give your name if you've been told you've been lawfully detained. Okay. Do an information report, responsible information report, explaining the actions that you're taking. But as far as that goes, all right. Go 6-6, Frank 7-7. Two.
10.
tell dispatch to disregard that call. You was going to bring the child out here and all.
That's very good with that.
Just no, sit out of the car, please. Face that way.
What car?
We don't know who it was that someone called it in. When we get these off, and I'm going to explain everything to you.
You can go that way, that's fine.
Let's see your wrist, please. Relax. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to slam you, okay? Just let me look at your wrist, okay? That's all I'm doing. Turn your hand. These yours or mine?
They're mine.
Yours? All right. Miss Miller, after talking to our sergeant, you got your stuff out of the way. You've had a misunderstanding and interpretation of the law.
I tried.
Okay. If you let me finish, please.
I tried to explain. I need to get back to my son.
Okay, your son is fixing to come out with my officer.
Okay, well,
What's going to happen is that
is there anything I have to do from here on?
no, I was going to let you know there's going to be a report and document everything, sir. You're free to go.
Did you get your camera?
Mr. Miller was immediately released at the scene, allowing him to resume his activities with his child. On October 5, 2020, he lodged a formal complaint against Officers Weber, Mayberry, and Francis. He escalated the matter by filing a federal lawsuit against the three officers on December 11, 2020. In the first half of 2022, Mr. Miller won the lawsuit and was awarded $125,000 in compensation from the San Angelo Police Department, SAPD. The SAPD chief addressed the incident, stating, "The officers involved clearly did not handle the situation correctly due to a misunderstanding of the law. Our officers are expected to be well-versed in legal standards and to apply them accurately. Failing to meet this expectation is unacceptable and does not align with our department's policies or the high standards we strive to maintain. We are grateful that one of our patrol supervisors intervened promptly, preventing further unnecessary harm to Mr. Miller by ensuring his release before any potential jail transfer. I acknowledge that incidents like this can significantly diminish public trust in law enforcement. I take our commitment to the community very seriously, recognizing that a single incident can undermine the years of diligent work and positive engagements by numerous officers dedicated to their duty of safeguarding and serving the public." Be sure to check out our previous video where we cover another outrageous police encounter.